Dr. D. Contrell, who's the RESA 2, what is your formal title, director? Sounds
Whatever you all want to call me.
Executive director.
Don't tell them that.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Executive director of our RESA 2. Everyone realizes, you know, we're one of 6 counties in our RESA, and of course, Trish and I ventured to Charleston last month, and I guess we're going to Williamson this end of this month. It's our RESA representative. So, Dee.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry I barged in earlier. I apologize. Members of the Board of Education and Superintendent Lucas and my esteemed friends and colleagues, I hope that we're still friends this week. You know, we've been working on things. Each year, those of you who are new, each year I am required to give an update to each county board. And I'm going to really be brief because I want to introduce a couple of new folks. We have an exciting new group of folks at our RESA. But I do have to at least give you the basics of what our statutes say we must do at RESAs. We do a lot of other things. We're given assignments from a variety of counties and agencies. But by statute, we're required to do several things. The number one thing that we're asked to do is to provide technical assistance to low-performing schools. And that really takes many, many different forms. But this year, Dr. Davies and I are counting, we think we right now have 20 schools that we're providing fairly comprehensive services for low performance. And that might be in mathematics, it might be in reading language arts, it could be the graduation rate is low, or the graduation rate just needs to be improved. So there are a variety of sources. That's our number one mandate. We report to the West Virginia Board of Education. And the second mandate that we have is targeted technical assistance. And I'm going to just have one of the folks that works with us, Barbara Null, just explain one of our initiatives, 2 minutes, just in just a second. And then the third area is computer repair. She thought she was coming on up. We ought to just hang out together. Computer repair, and honestly, we have the best relationship of all of our counties with Lincoln County. It's just wonderful to work here. You have hardworking TISAs, you have hardworking, they keep changing the name. They used to be technology repair specialists, now there's something else, but we have a great relationship and value that. And with technology becoming so important in your counties, and with a push for one-to-one, whether that ever happens or not, there really needs to be a lot of feet on the ground, and we have an excellent working relationship with your county. We're really very blessed by it. Another area where we are required by statute to provide services is cost savings. And this is an area since last year that's changed dramatically at RESA 2. I am actually the lead agency for the entire state for cost savings. When Rod was talking about the turf, I just helped broker a deal. I had no idea I'd ever be able to talk to you about turf, but you know I can. I just brokered a deal for Mon County. We belong to a national co-op. 27 states are there, and we can provide cost savings on a variety, from modular buildings to turf to something as small as furniture or even Husky trucks. And I am like every day they're like, okay, what's she doing? She's in there selling some turf or doing something. But one of the things that the state audit said when it came in, you know, last year or when they finally released it, was that our counties probably weren't taking a look at how to save money in a very comprehensive way. So this co-op that we've been able to bring to the state, again, last week in Mon County, we got a $300,000 savings. The turf was $943,000 and we got it for $628,000. So there are some tremendous savings that we're now engaged in. So that's a brand new service from RESA's, and RESA 2 is your lead agency. I do want to compliment Lincoln County because Lincoln County is the first county in our region, actually it's the first county in the state, to be able to sort of really embrace the cost savings piece. They're looking at it, they're taking their reports that we give them about how to save money and which companies to buy for. And so thank you very much for that, Superintendent Lucas. Lincoln County was the first one in the state to begin looking at that after the audit report came out. The other area that we are responsible for is the development of grants. We take that very seriously. We just worked with Lincoln County. We submitted a $3 million grant on your behalf, and hopefully that could be funded. You never really know. It's a very difficult situation when you're applying for federal money. But there were 659 applications, and they lowered that to 121 that they allowed to submit a final grant. We were one of those, and so we submitted on behalf of Lincoln County, and we're really, you know, kind of crossing our fingers. We know that we'll hear in December whether we were successful or not. But it would provide comprehensive math support for the entire group of schools selected in Lincoln County. We are also providing technical assistance in mathematics and in other areas in Lincoln County, and we're excited to be able to do that. The last area that we are required to provide services is that wonderful category of other. And we have a lot of different projects. We have STEM projects in Mingo County and Wayne County. We have tutoring projects in Cabell County. We have homeless projects in Cabell County. We have violence prevention projects. We have alternative certification projects. The list is really quite long, and I'm not going to go into it, but we do provide a lot of other services. And that list grows exponentially. I said to Donna, to Dr. Martin, I said, oh, well, now we're in the bus driver training business now. It's a little bit of a departure for us, too. So we're kind of getting our feet wet in a variety of areas with the goal, of course, of serving you and your counties and your schools. We've had a wonderful opportunity this year of new staff members. We have a new audiologist, Dr. Gillespie. We have a new program development person, Dr. Davies. We hired a new special ed director last year, Dr. Dameron. And so we think we have a wonderful staff to provide those support services that you need. And what I'd like to do now is just to have Barbara explain for a minute or two about this new project, this targeted professional development project that the state has asked us to work on in every county. We're in the business right now, or in the midst of some dramatic curricular changes in our state. They're dramatic. And it's very difficult sometimes for all of us to keep up. But Ms. Null is going to explain this particular project and how we can support your county in 1 minute or less.
Yeah. I think Dr. Cockrell saw my pages here and she said, they want the condensed version. So that's what you get, is the condensed version. Thanks for the opportunity though. My name is Barbara Null and my title is Technical Assistant Support Specialist, which is a mouthful. I'm actually a West Virginia Department of Ed employee, and I'm housed at RESA, and my primary responsibility is to help districts implement this new statewide initiative called Support for Personalized Learning. And personalized learning has been in the works for the last year. It came about, it actually is one of 4 priorities established from Dr. Marple's vision of good kids doing great work. And the priority is to meet the personal needs of individual students in West Virginia. And that will be my overview for you. But the state has come up with some good resources to support districts, to support individual schools. One is they have created a guidance document, and I have brought some copies that I'll leave here if you're interested in taking one and looking through it. They have also created a website, and there is a link for Support for Personalized Learning from the homepage on the Department of WVDE site that you could get additional information. I am happy to tell you that Lincoln County teachers and administrators have received training in SPL this year. We came to different schools on the evenings of August the 21st, the 22nd, and the 23rd to do training for those folks. And so that's the condensed version. Do you have questions that I can answer?
Was this training, was this voluntary on part of the teachers that took part in that? Or?
I believe it was voluntary. Although I believe they were given a small stipend to stay. Right.
Just those that chose to participate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. In summary, I'd like to say this. Another requirement is we have to survey every principal, every central office staff in every county about the scope of our services, whether we're meeting the needs of our teachers and our administrators. And we do that in October. And this year, our score out of 5 was a 4.81. We typically range in that category. But when we are not meeting their needs, we always want to hear that and be sure that we address the deficits that may be existing in your counties. And we're not afraid to hear that, okay, we may have missed the mark on something, because our job is to support you. And we're really grateful for that opportunity. So thank you so much for allowing us to be here tonight.
Ms. Karen.
She should speak, shouldn't she? Just for a second, because she's such a welcome addition to our staff.
Absolutely.
I'm excited about working with RESA. Actually, I've worked in Lincoln County for a long time, starting with the grant at Griffithsville Elementary. the CSRD grant, and then you were flooded and all of that. But I have roots in Lincoln County. My grandmother was born and raised in Yawkey and lived to be 90 years old. So I've been around this part of the county many times. So I look forward to working with you. My background, I came from the department. I actually met Trish whenever I was up in Morgan County, and she was the director there, and then we worked together at the department. She's a great addition to Lincoln County, and then I moved on to RESA about 2 months ago. There was an opening. I've known Dee for a long time, and I jumped at the opportunity to work with her, and so far it's been a great experience. So we look forward to meeting your needs however we can.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. I would like to say that we have such a great relationship with RESA 2. Dee has been so gracious every time that I have needed some help, assistance in any area. She's always there to help us, and it's just been, of course, with Garen coming on, another person that I know has a wealth of information and knowledge that she'll be able to share. And of course, I haven't met Snow, I don't think, until this evening, but I've heard great things about the training that she has given here, and we're just really fortunate, I think, because of what services that RESA does offer, and they're very much right there when we need them. So thank you very much.
And RESA, you all just can do a little bit of everything. I didn't know you could get into this turf thing. I mean, you do everything, but just having worked with many of your staff in the past, the whatever you call them now, where they come out and help you with your technology.
The computer tech.
Yeah, you have a new name for them here. But I mean, everything from that to these cooperative things to save money that we've worked on for many years, and obviously the school improvement grants. What schools do you work with in our county?
Well, right now we're targeting Hearts PK8, and we're also working at the high school, at Lincoln County High School. And then we get a variety of requests from your principals throughout the year to do targeted professional development or support teachers who may need assistance. And that's just on a call-by-call basis. But we've been working with Superintendent Lucas and Mr. Midkiff to craft a plan to work in those two schools. School improvement is a very, very complex endeavor, as you all know, as educators. And sometimes that turns around very quickly, and then sometimes that takes several years. But we're targeting in a sort of laser-like fashion where we think the situation may need some support.
Well, like I say, even I think we've even begun to work cooperatively in food service now.
Yes.
Where you're all working with us there, so.
Well, I just heard yesterday there's another food service coming in that says they can save us even more money, but I don't think I can handle all that.
We appreciate
Thank
y'all
you.
being here and all the help you give to us. Okay.